Hello chess friends, here I have a nice game to share with you. It's the game from the last round from the Prague Chess Festival between the Grandmaster Boris Gelfand and the Grandmaster Pentala Harikrishna. It starts with the d4, knight to f6, c4, e6, knight to f3, d5 and g3. This is the Catalan opening. Bishop to e7, bishop to g2, castle, castle, d takes c4 and queen c2. So idea of the queen is to take on c4, and here black goes with the a6 move. If you try to defend the pawn on c4 square playing b5, so white can go with a4, threat to take on b5. So if the black takes on a5, white will take on c4 and then take on a4, so he will destroy the pawn structure on the queen side. If he defend after b5, let's see that once again, b5, a4, if he defend with a6, then a takes b5 and a file is open, so white is unable, black is unable, sorry, to take on the b5 because the rook is hanging on the a8. So after queen c2, he goes with a6 and queen takes c4, b5 attacks the queen, and queen retreat on the c2, so bishop to b7, after that bishop d2 and bishop to e4. Basically, idea of the Pentala was to transpose the bishop from a diagonal a8 h1 to the diagonal b1 and h7. So he played with the bishop on the square e4 with the idea to move bishop back on the g6 because he's much more useful on that diagonal. So queen c1 by Boris and c6 to close the diagonal. After that rook d1 and knight bd7, so knight c3 and bishop to g6, a3 and c5. So here Pentala tried to open the files and offer pawns for trade on the square c5. So if the white takes, then bishop takes and everything is fine. So bishop e3 and make more pressure on the c5, threat to take with the pawn on c5. So after that, if the black takes with the bishop on c5, white will take with his bishop from e3. So black is unable to take it back with the knight because the queen is under attack from the rook on the d1. So rook c8 was played. After that, d takes c5, bishop takes c5 and knight e5. So here Boris wants to make more pressure on the d file and he wants to pin the queen on the d8. So with this move, knight to e5, he make a lot of pressure on the knight on e7. And after that, he could also try bishop takes c5. So rook takes c5 and then queen c2, queen c7. It is a pretty decent position, so it looks equal and very symmetric if we compare the pawn structure. But Boris decided to play knight to e5, which is a bit aggressive line, because after queen c7, knight goes to c6, an interesting line. He break the connection between the queen and the bishop on the c file. So, and also threat to check on e7 in the future after he trade the bishops or something. So rook from f to e8 and bishop takes c5, knight takes c5 and queen e3 attacks the bishop on c5, so bishop goes to b7. After that, knight b4 attacks the pawn on a6, knight goes back to c5 and now bishop to c6. So things are becoming complicated because right now this rook is hanging and this knight is hanging from the queen. So here Pentala make the main mistake in the game. He included the knight from the f6 and played the knight fd7 because he locked the diagonal here and defend the knight. But after that he's lost, playing just one decent move by the Boris. It's move rook from a1 to c1, and he's controlling right now c file and d file. So after that, Pentala goes with the queen d8, and after the next move, knight takes b5. Here Pentala resign because he's completely lost. All pieces are hanging on the c file and d file, so he could try to continue this game. For example, if a takes b5, then rook takes on c5, the rook goes to c7, and then queen d4, increase the pressure d file. So queen e7, for example, and after that bishop takes d7. So he's a pawn up, he's a piece up right now. So if the rook takes c5, then bishop takes e8, and it's still piece up position for a white, which is completely winning. But in this position, after bishop c6 move, it was better to go with the knight from c5 to d7 instead of the knight from f6 to d7, because after bishop takes d7, knight takes d7, and knight takes a6, queen goes b7, and then rook d6. It's still better position for a white, but it's still playable. So that was the better solution instead of the knight goes from f to d7. But after all, his white is looking better in all variations. So after the move knight takes b5, black simply resigned the game. So I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Bye bye.